Okay, so we're on to dual blades next. This one will be faster than the other videos, just like the dual blades. See what I did there? I mean, honestly, that's probably a good thing, seeing as how most dual blades users likely have hopefully medicated ADHD and lack the attention span for more complicated combos. Anyway, let's get into it. We're going to go over the basics. That'll include the 2 combos you need to know, your mobility options. Then we'll go over some armor and weapon choices and go through a exceptionally quick hunt. Anyhow, let's get into it. So, looking at dual blades, you really only need to familiarize yourself with 2 gauges in the top left. The yellow one, which is your stamina gauge, as well as the dual blades icon below your sharpness. Here's how this goes. Run up to the monster, hit right trigger to go into demon mode. Now you're going to beat on the monster by pressing B 3 times. You're going to follow that up by pressing Y 3 times. Congratulations, your blades are now charged. Hit Y and B. Now spam right trigger. Congratulations, you've just done your maximum DPS combo. While you're beating on the monster, if you need to move, just hold down a direction while you're pressing your B combo. You can't do that with Y, but that's fine. Just mash that B combo. You can do that in or out of focus mode. Enjoy. Once you create wounds on the target from spamming your 1 button, you hit right bumper, and you Beyblade your way across the entirety of the monster's spine. Enjoy that. Realistically, the hardest thing you'll have to manage as a dual blades user is getting these perfect dodges, which can be moderated by armor points. So, when you have demon mode active by hitting right trigger, your glowy and all Devil May Cry mode, what you can do is dodge directly through an attack, and it will give you that blue shing anime sound. From there, you now do damage with your dodges, which is pretty sweet. You can dodge and then hit Y to get even more mobility, and more damage, and more iframes. Enjoy that. Alright, so jokes aside, you have a few different things to really consider with dual blades. In the basics here, if you're looking to charge up your dual blades, you hit right trigger to enter demon mode. Beat on the monster. 1 full combo of 3 Ys and 1 full combo of 3 Bs will take you all the way there. Now that you're empowered in demon mode, you can exit demon mode by hitting right trigger again, and you'll be in archdemon mode. Because apparently naming conventions are designed to be confusing. You can tell if you're in archdemon mode because your weapons are glowy. At any point in time while you're in archdemon mode or in demon mode, you can do that fancy dodge through attacks to get the blue anime sound, which gives you more iframes and opens up a damaging dodge into a Y follow-up. Other bonus there is, depending upon your perks, or skills rather, you can get that to buff your raw damage. We'll get into that in a bit. So in terms of basic flow for the weapon, you're going to run up on the monster. You know, maybe you've opened with Ghillie, maybe you've opened with Mount, doesn't matter. Run up on the monster, hit demon mode, beat on it until your gauges are full, hit YB, mash right trigger, dodge as appropriate to get the blue buff, and rinse and repeat. While you're in demon mode, you'll be draining your stamina, so keep an eye on that. Swap back and forth as necessary so that you still have enough stamina to dodge the monster trying to smack you in the face. Every time that you hit Blade Dance or any of the attacks in Blade Dance, it's going to drain your blade meter. So, basically, dual blades is a dance of balancing your stamina, keeping at least some gauge in your dual blades meter, and dodging through attacks to keep your blue dodges active. And that's it. So, I guess let's talk about weapon and armor choices now, yeah? Okay, so let's take a look at weapons here. Moving through low rank, please get off of raw expedition tree as quickly as possible, just because with the movement value associated with dual blades, you're better off running elemental. Unfortunately, this has the side effect of requiring you to craft 8,000 different dual blades, But for the purposes of low rank and the majority of high rank, you can get away with a fire and an ice dual blade. So, in low rank, that looks like crafting the Camatrice tree. You'll move your way up here, just leveling that up. Coming down, looking for ice. We have Blagonga, but that's pretty late in the game. That will cover, the opposite side of fire for you pretty well. Until you get to that point, you'd probably be pretty decently served by going down the Uthuna tree just to have something that's not fire to beat on your fire monsters with. Coming into high rank, however, all of the high rank elemental weapons really kind of pale in comparison to the Ardean weapons. So looking at the rather mediocre dual blades I've crafted here, we can see that it has a raw attack of 200, 20% affinity, and 290 base ice element. That is, of course, before we take into account any sort of armor bonuses or decorations. So, if we look at the reinforcement bonuses on this Ardean, you can see it got an affinity boost, which is lame, sharpness boost, which is cool, because dual blades go through sharpness like, whoa, like even worse than Savage Axe Charge Blade. 2 element boosts, which is really nice, and 1 attack boost, which I'm not mad about. Realistically, so long as you're getting some element, some attack, maybe sharpness, you're going to be fine. By all means, keep chasing that perfect roll, but know that you don't need perfection to really blenderize things. Late game, same elemental rules apply. Fire, Ice, Thunder, just make one of each. Their Pokemon and your Ash. Enjoy that. Okay, so looking at armor, coming in at the end of low rank, I was using 2 pieces of the Guardian Ebony set, both beta, as well as 3 pieces of the Guardian Arkfeld set, just because I rather like the perk on the Guardian Arkfeld set that gives you health back on wounds, and the Guardian Ebony set extends the window on burst, which, if this is your first Monster Hunter game or you're new to dual blades, you'll probably appreciate the extra time window on keeping burst active so you don't have to hit the monster 5 times to reactivate the buff. Looking a little bit further into the game, here's what I was using while grinding out my last version of the set. Still the same dual blades, same 2 pieces of the Guardian Ebony set, upgraded those to the Guardian Arkfeld of high rank, and we also picked up the Rathalos Greaves, just to get a little bit more of the evade window and some more deco slots. Late game, I would consider this to be pretty much done outside of, changing some decos around, but RNG is going to RNG, at least until you get to Hunter rank 100 and you can craft the gems you want. So, we have the same dual blade, we have the Guardian Ebony Helm Beta, Gore Mail Beta, Gore Vambraces Alpha, Gore Coil Beta, Gore Greaves Beta. So if you look over here on the right, the combination of armor and decos give us max ice attack, max razor sharp, max power prolonger, little bit of extra white sharpness with handicraft. Dragon attack is kind of wasted, but unfortunately, if we look at my gear here, that's due to my razor sharpened Dragon Jewel, which unfortunately I haven't gotten a better razor sharp combo gem yet. Your mileage may vary. Looking at the rest of the decos here, we're picking up Destroyer, 3 points in Phoenix, 3 points in Sprinter, 1 point in Insane, and 2 Chain. So that gives us a combined 4 points in Constitution, which is suboptimal, 4 points in Burst, which is fine, 3 points in Evade Window, which gives us a little bit more iframes on our dodge. It's still not quite Dark Souls iframes, but it's closer. It's nice. We're still retaining the 3 points of Divine Blessing from our Charm. Just quality of life. Chance to take half damage. Yes, please. 3 points in Marathon Runner, which will reduce our sustained stamina drain, read as while you're in demon mode, by 50%. Coalescence. Let me mouse over to that. Will increase by a large percentage your elemental damage and status buildup after you recover from blights or abnormal status. That, plus antivirus, will counteract the 4-piece that we have going on from Gore Magala's Tyranny. So, let me pull that up here, which infects you with Frenzy and raises your attack when against large monsters. Attack power increases upon recovery. So, while you have Frenzy, you're hitting harder. And when you cure Frenzy, you're hitting harder, and with the benefit of the Sane Jewel and one of the other points on armor, you're getting an extra percentage of affinity. It's nice. If you wanted to lean a bit comfier instead of for more damage, you could replace 2 pieces of the Gore set with 2 pieces of either the Guardian Arkfeld or the Arkfeld set for Decimator or just getting health back when you hit a thing a bunch of times. But I don't really think you need it, considering all of the evasion that Dual Blades has open to it. Looking at the weapon here, we have a Frost Focus, Enhancer Handicraft, and the aforementioned questionable Razor Sharp and Dragon Jewel. So, this really covers all the bases. It's not proper end game because we haven't pushed our element like stupidly high, but this is going to delete most things that at least aren't resistant to ice. All right, what do we want to hunt here? Sure, we could go fight a tempered Gore Magala, but I feel like that might be a bit extra for the purposes of an illustration. But on the same time, nobody really wants to watch a Chadacabra hunt. Well, I need Shewu parts anyway, so how about we go make the Goth Squid unhappy? Yeah? Not to be confused with Bald Squid. No relation. I don't know that person. Stop asking. Alright, like normal, we'll just go ahead and start with the sneak attack. Free damage is free damage. Why not? Because I still need some fangs, we're going to go for the mount. And I want to break his face. So you hop up. Right bumper a couple times. Keep bouncing between spots so you don't get hit and burn stamina. Also, he can keep his tentacles well and truly far away from me. Thank you. Pop the wound on top. Get up close, activate demon mode, and go into our B combo, followed by hopefully dodging whatever this attack is. See if we... No, he's going to run away. How dare you. Rude. We're recording. Get a wound popped. Go all attack on Titan mode. Go back, go right back into getting hit in the face. Go into the YB, into right trigger combo, and you just start hurting all of his tentacles while mashing dodge when he tries to hit you. So we've now activated the blue dodge, so we can dodge toward and then hit Y to get a little bit more distance and do damage while we cover distance. It's really nice. Continue popping wounds for the stagger and the silly amounts of damage, honestly. That'll recharge our gauge. We can go back into the YB into right trigger combo and rinse and repeat, honestly. So, we're just going to continue hunting his wounds to keep him staggered, continue applying DPS, breaking parts, getting all of the loot, using our YB into right trigger combo as he's stuck on the ground because of just how much pain we're inflicting on his person. And you just keep doing this. Oh look, we broke a tentacle. How sad for him. So we'll pop the wound. That'll recharge our... Oh, we don't even have to worry about that. He's dead. So, yeah, that's Dual Blade in a nutshell. I mean, sure, when you're hunting things that are harder than a Shewu, like Gore or like Bird to Shagama in my case. Yeah, you're going to get hit in the face a few times if you mistime your dodges, but if you can get a handle on hitting those demon mode empowered dodges, which, pro tip, activate them before you think you should. The iframes on the animation take a little bit to get started, so better to hit it early than late. But once you get a handle on that, you're blenderizing everything with really the simplest combos in the entirety of the game. Enjoy that. Anyhow, I've been Bald Squid. I'll see you all next time.